4 things the best players know, and some of them they might be hiding from you. But no worries, because I got you. Let's go over them now. The first one's going to be knowing your map, and I'm not talking about how to get to the center. There's actually a lot of good images out there. Royale API is a great one to know and give you the layout and overhead view of what the map looks like. Every single map inside the game, you should be knowing where the bees are, where the tanks are, and even where the carrots are. Trees, they're kind of scattered, so it's not really so much of a concern. But don't get me wrong, knowing where there's 2 trees paired up right next to each other can come in clutch in the right moment. This is something I like to go and refresh myself from time to time, but when the game first starts, before you go and can select your first character, watch the map itself. It's going to start off in the middle and go and trail over to wherever you are, letting you know your starting location. The next one is going to be knowing the troops' abilities. And every single troop inside the game, this can actually be a pretty easy one for you to get familiar with, and the fact that you just have to go to the squads and click on each one of the characters' abilities. The last thing you want to do is go up against an ice wizard and not realize they're at 3 stars, and then watch them go and pick up a freeze on the board, which will turn it into a super freeze. And this could be the same thing with a 4-star Colt Dart, knowing that it's only going to take 4 of those hits in the meter to fill up before it really unleashes on you. But knowing the heroes you're going up against can really be a huge decision of should I take this fight or run away. Now, starting off at the beginning of the game, it's pretty easy to spot the differences in between a character. If you don't really know the difference between a 2-star or 3-star, go to the Discord, go to the fan kit. You can see all the subtle differences on every single hero inside the game to know what star ability they're at. Although now that we have skins inside the game, it becomes a little bit more difficult, as once these heroes or squads throw a skin on, it's going to mask their star level, leaving you to kind of have to look at the meter above their head to see if that's a clear indication of what level they are. The next one is going to be knowing your battle mods, and you could just play the game and get familiar with them that way and see what works, but this is where I like to go over to the Squad Busters wiki there and actually read up on them, see what people are using for some of the best heroes for each mod. It's some great information for you. Yeah, things may change from time to time, but this is a great starting point when you're getting into the game. I mean, we've all seen the Doppelganger with the Traitor and the Goblin. It was absolutely broken for the longest time, but think of Turbo Boots. Do you really want to go and grab a chicken right away if you're going to be needing that? If you are playing Doppelganger, do you want to go and grab a tank knowing that you're not going to get a full set of tanks and there's only 2 of them on the board that you can run to? Or even in situations like Whack-A-Mole or Royal Ghost, knowing that Bo is going to be doing more damage to the mobs, which means he's a great pick for those situations. But as I already said, this is a good one right here. They've already started adding stuff to the lava world, so you can get in on that and start owning the game. Now, the last one is one I'm trying to get better at, and I have started using that. That's going to be knowing the chest cycle. Now, there's a ton of chest cycle images out there on the web. This one right here is from Stormy. If you haven't seen them, check them out. Great content creator that covers the game. But figure that there's 60 chests inside this rotation. It's going to be a set schedule for them. And usually if you play like 3 or 4 games, you can find out where you land on this cycle. Now, how is this useful? Well, if you know that you need more epics or rares and you got it coming up, you might not want to go and purchase those chest tickets. Go and get your win streak up to 10, then get it and go and maximize it. The other same thing goes along with using the chest multipliers that they give us now. The fact that we can turn these things on and off can really make the difference of you getting 4 troops or getting 16 troops. If you've been seeing these chest multipliers inside the shop and wondering if you should buy them and if they're worth it, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.